Welcome into T4G Sports. In today's video, we're going to show you our T4G scouting data for 3-star athlete dual-threat quarterbacks in college football 26. This data will be on our website, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time, great time, best time ever. So without further ado, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, click the notification bell, and let's jump into it. So the biggest things that you're going to learn from this, number one, athlete 3-star dual-threat quarterback archetypes will never be JUCO. Okay, when you're scouting them here, they're just not going to be JUCO. We have not found any that are JUCO. The other thing, this data is really just to help you guys as much as possible with not wasting hours. If you come across a guy that's just way too high above the highs or way too low above the lows, then it's just, you might as well cut your ties. Also, it'll put you on the best course of probability of finding a gem. And also, if you find a gem, it'll also tell you how good that gem really is. Okay, and on top of which, if you find a non-gem, but he still hits all those numbers and you're going to go for a quarterback anyways, it'll tell you relatively how good he is. Also, you will find at times where he hits all the benchmarks, but he's actually a bust. And that's more rare, but you'll come across that at times. And that's just indicating to you that there's a hidden attribute somewhere that he's not up to par with compared to the other guys. So the data is really just to help, you save time and hours, because hours are the most important thing in this game. That's your NIL. There is definitely NIL in this game. Now, let's go over the numbers, right? Let's pop them up. What are you going to see from all these numbers? What do you notice? What are one of the things that pops out to you? You can even pause it too. You can comment down below, and I want to see if you guys see what I'm seeing here, because most of these numbers are massive, right? But if you look at one of them, it's the closest, and that's acceleration. So acceleration is going to be a huge indicator to you of how successful a player is going to be when it comes to athlete dual threat. Acceleration's a big indicator. So I could see here out of this guy 68, right? That's one higher than the high that we have. Maybe it'll change. I don't know. Maybe he's an outlier and it'll change. We're going to constantly update this list. So the website's going to be very effective at it's going to be updated constantly. So then you have under pressure as well. That's a 77. That's higher than the height. This would lead me to indicate that he's probably not a gem, and he doesn't mean he's not good, but his development's normal. He's okay. Also, another thing too, these guys, just because they're wimps and they don't like other talent, doesn't mean they're not a gem. We found plenty of gems that were afraid of talent, and they were wimps. So let's look at this guy, 85. I don't see anything else that indicates. And by the way, you don't have to just go down the list like that. You can look at one of these guys and kind of go through, depending on the hours you have and how many quarterbacks you have, and kind of determine which ones are hitting better benchmarks, and then go from there. You don't have to just go down the list like I'm doing. I'm just showing you guys the data here. So this guy, we don't know enough. He could be a gem. Look at the gold bars. They may tell you something. You may be able to go, hey, man, that may be too low. But you could see, okay, maybe he's not a gem, but go through and see, is he worthwhile picking up? And from what I can tell, he's not the worst. Even his deep accuracy is not the worst I've ever seen. 58 awareness, we know that's a low, right? His speed and all that could be off the charts. He's got an 85 throw power. Well, that's a plus. The average is an 82, basically an 83. So, yeah, decent. I don't see enough from that guy that it's like, wow, he's absolutely horrendous. Again, here, not enough. Might as well look at him. There you go. You see, you got enough to know that he's worthwhile investigating. I bet you this guy's afraid of that gem. What do you think? Sometimes they're afraid of guys who are busts, which is crazy. 65, can't tell enough. Might as well go through. I don't see enough there. Let's go through and see 85. Pretty good. I'm getting a decent selection here of these guys. Throw on the run. Again, look, if one's too high, then, it's kind of a red flag. Pretty solid here. I don't really see any issue with that guy whatsoever. His deep accuracy is 57. Yeah, he's mediocre. This guy's impact development. By the way, if you have the development trait, it makes things a lot easier too. I wasn't even looking at that, but this guy could 100% be a gem, especially with a development like that. I wouldn't even care. I'd go after him anyways. But it shows you, one thing that shows you, if you look at it, okay, his speed's an 87, acceleration's an 88, right? His awareness 61, throw power 86, short accuracy Medium accuracy as well, 67. Deep accuracy, 67. Throw on the run, 79. It's pretty solid. That's an average. Under pressure is a 70. That's higher than the average break sack. So even the data, even if you were to follow this data and you didn't have that development trait, that would still lead you to being able to, you know, scout this guy and get a gem. He's basically a hidden gem at that point. Okay, so 96 throw power. To me, I'm smelling something fishy. This guy could be a gem. He could break the record. He could definitely do that, but I'm smelling something fishy with the guy. Something in the back end, something's fishy. He could be good. I'd still go after him. I wouldn't have a problem with it, but there's some a little bit fishy with it. This guy fits all the benchmarks. You look at under pressure. If you look at the development trait, I'd go after him anyways. But again, this is just to show you, look at the numbers. He fits with all the gem benchmarks. So you're going to be able to find hidden gems because to me, he's a gem. No matter what, he's a gem. And the data would show you that even if you didn't have that development upgrade. So I'm actually happy I had it in this video because it kind of proves my point further there. So let's see. What is this guy? Not bad, bro. Deep accuracy too. I don't see. I'm worth you. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, told you those guys will be gems. Look at that. All right, let's see if this other guy's a gem. We found some pretty good gems. We found 2 hidden gems too that the data would have showed you. This guy pushing it with that speed. He's pushing it. Yeah. He could be. He could be. But there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.